Chosen one, I know a secret about your future. One so good it will change everything. Don't skip this because what I'm about to tell you unlocks a reward beyond your wildest dreams. Chosen one, hear me now. You are not here by chance. Heaven itself has ordered your steps to collide with this very word at this exact moment. This is divine appointment, not coincidence. The Spirit of God has interrupted your scroll because the appointed hour has come and you are standing at the edge of a supernatural wealth transfer. Chosen one, all the fights you've been in, the sleepless nights and the tears you've kept to yourself were not in vain. Every trial was a practice run. Every delay was a sign from God. Every closed door was a way for heaven to change things. The gates of plenty are now swinging open to let you in. It's not about tomorrow. That's not what this is about. It's taking place now. The Bible says in Habakkuk 2:23 that the vision has not yet come, but it will at the right time. So wait for it because it will not be late. That vision has come and it bears your name. Picked one, raise your head. Let your heart open. Heaven's treasure chest is moving and the shift is coming into your world. You are taking over an inheritance that has been planned for you since before you were born. Please accept this as proof. Now is your chance. Lean in, chosen one. The midnight hour of your big break has already come. The bells in heaven have rung and the ground is shaking because fate is moving into place with you. You are not anxious when you feel tense in your chest or when you wake up in the middle of the night. It is looking forward. Your spirit knows things that your mind doesn't understand yet. There is a supernatural transfer of wealth and power coming your way right now and your name is written all over it. Pay close attention to the signs. Doors that were locked with bolts are now opening. You're having conversations you never thought possible. People who had forgotten about you are now remembering. These aren't just random times. They show that heaven is planning your story like a professional chess player. The moves may not seem important, but they are setting you up for a big win. This is what I know because I've walked it. There were times when my bills were more than I could handle, and I woke up wondering if prayer still mattered. Then there was a shift. A call from someone I haven't talked to in years. There used to be a wall, but now there was a door. Resources came to me from places I hadn't planned. It wasn't luck. It was a divine match. Also, I really believe that the same thing is happening to you right now. Before I go on, chosen one, I want to honor you. There's a reason you're here. Every moment you've spent with this message, every prayer you've whispered with faith, and even the times you didn't believe but kept listening, it all counts in the Spirit. Even if you haven't given, just being there is a seed. Your actions bring light into the lives of people who are lonely and whose faith or dreams have been told they are too big. Type 777 in the comments as your declaration if your spirit is in sync. I'm ready for what heaven is letting out. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. Now, pay close attention. You won't forget about this video after watching it. This isn't noise in the background while you scroll. This is a message from God. Whether you spend the next few years in breakthrough or breakdown will depend on what you do right now. Think about Noah. The sky was clear when he built. He was made fun of and called crazy by other people. But when it started to rain, they were the ones banging on the door. Or Joseph, who agreed to figure out what a dream meant while he was in jail. Because of that one act of faith, he was able to save whole nations. Their difference wasn't how smart they were. It was following through on a warning that didn't make sense until the storm came. As the chosen one, you are at the same fork in the road. A lot of people drowned. For every Noah who built, for every Joseph who got ready, millions of people went hungry. It wasn't because heaven failed them. They just didn't listen to the word. Also, let me be honest. I have turned away from God's whispers before. A few times I said, maybe later. Other times I didn't believe my heart was stirring. And every single time the chance was lost, I saw someone else live a life that could have been mine. Lack is a lighter prison than regret. That shouldn't be your story. Chosen one, there is a battle going on over your inheritance. While darkness tries to keep your breakthrough locked away, angels are setting it up. People will remember what you do now for many years to come. Take a break. Take deep breaths. Let this truth grow. Because what I'm about to tell you will prove that the hard times you've been through were never punishment. They were getting ready. Chosen one, let me talk to your spirit directly. It didn't matter how many times you cried yourself to sleep or how hard you tried to smile in the morning while fighting battles you couldn't see. You thought you were buried, but someone was actually planting you. It's not like seeds grow on top for everyone to see. They grow deep underground where it is quiet, dark, and the soil is heavy. It wasn't a punishment. That was the eggs hatching. Every secret moment had been getting you ready for this hour. As you can see, every tear wet the ground you couldn't see. Every silent prayer that seemed unanswered was actually being written down in the books of heaven. You built up your resurrection power. Every time you got back up after life knocked you down. Those years were not wasted. Those were the years of war. You are no longer someone who just barely made it through, but someone who was forged in the fire and chosen to bring wealth, wisdom, and power to the next era. Chosen one, billionaires don't get rich in comfort. They get better under pressure. It's not possible to see diamonds on the surface. They are formed deep inside by crushing forces. That's exactly what God did to you. The chances you missed, the friends who turned their backs on you, and the doors that slammed shut. They were not turns down. They kept us safe. Heaven saw things you couldn't see. You would have gotten stuck on those paths. Having those relationships would have hurt you. It wasn't golden tickets that those deals were. They were handcuffs made of gold. You were not forgotten. You were hidden to keep you safe. From now on, every setback is proof of setup. It's like every delay is proof of perfect timing. Every rejection turns into a new path. Something that you thought was holding you back turned out to be the thing that set you up for release. What the enemy meant to hurt, God was using to get ready for this billionaire shift. I want you to really feel this. Your tears paid for it. You put money into your faith. Your determination was a silent deal with heaven's economy. The account is now fully grown up. The vaults of heaven are starting to open. This isn't about bills and coins. This is about proving, validating, and restoring. This is about heaven crashing into your life and telling you that they never forgot about you. You were always getting ready. You, the chosen one, have been taught to live in man's economy, which is based on fear, competition, and a lack of resources. That's why people have told you to save, doubt, and think that lack means being humble. But God has a different plan for money. When you give a loaf, you receive a bakery, says God. You get a forest when you plant a seed. Plenty is not greed. It's order in the kingdom. Also, the world's billionaires found rules that God made long before their empires were built. Their use of it is different, though. But you chosen one will use it to leave a lasting impact on future generations. Here is the big secret. This change among billionaires isn't just about money. With money, you can do anything. There are 3 things coming to begin. Influence your voice carrying the authority of heaven, shaping rooms and changing moods. Second, be wise. Strategies, ideas, and inventions that came straight from heaven's database. Third, effect. It means being able to heal communities, build schools, and fund ministries. This isn't kindness. This is the plan for the kingdom. Chosen one, it's time for your palace moment. The gates are open. The Pharaoh's keys are ready. But the question still stands. Will you go through with courage or stay stuck in the prison of small thinking? Take a moment to think about what's coming next. It will show you why even your enemies know you are dangerous. Do you feel it, chosen one? What's making you shake right now is not fear. In this case, faith knows it's time. Your big break won't be years away. It's not months from now. It is here, moving, breathing, and happening right now. The dreams that won't go away, the visions that won't go away, and the sudden rising courage in your chest. With these signs, the shift toward billionaires has already begun. But keep this in mind. The resistance gets stronger as you get closer to your palace moment. The enemy does not waste time or energy fighting people who have no future. He fights the people with crowns. So just as you started to feel God's presence more deeply, the battle got worse. The attacks got stronger. There were more doubts. It wasn't because you were weak. It was because you were very close to stepping into your fate. The enemy doesn't care about your past, chosen one. He is scared for your future. He knows what God has said about you in heaven. He sees the schools you'll help pay for, the ministries you'll start, and the people you'll help. He knows that your money will break up his kingdom of fear, poverty, and limits. Therefore, he has been loudly whispering, "You're too old. You missed your chance. It works for others but not for you. All of these statements are lies. Those whispers have been heard by me too. I could feel the weight of maybe later and the pain of not enough. But I found out something that the enemy did not want me to know. There is a truth in every lie. His attacks on your age are because they know you are old enough. When he makes fun of your resources, it's because heaven is about to pour out more than you can handle. His use of delay is meant to tempt you because acceleration is getting closer than ever. Chosen one, don't wait until everything is just right. The word says that people who watch the wind should never plant anything, and people who just look at the clouds never get anything. You won't be able to know when heaven is when you wait until everyone praises you. What is yours is locked away every day that you hesitate. However, every step of faith brings it to life. Think about David. The giant made fun of him for being small, young, and not wearing any armor when he stood in front of him. The enemy tried to break down his confidence to make him back down. David had a promise with him that was stronger than his slingshot. Though that one act of faith not only killed a giant but also set up a king. You may feel like your battle is too big, chosen one. But the fight in front of you is the way to your throne. This is the truth that the enemy can't change. They didn't fight you since you were not strong. They fought you because they picked you. Every rejection made you better. Every betrayal made you stronger. Every setback paved the way for a comeback that will be remembered for generations. Picked one. Now is the time to stop putting it off. Raise your voice. Say what your name is. Claim, I am chosen. I am unstoppable. I am rising. This is the battle for your billionaire shift that is happening right now. And your claim is what will win it. Chosen one, pay close attention. Something else is going on at the same time that heaven's vault is opening above your head and angels are setting up your breakthrough. The enemy has started his last attack. He wants to stop what is written over your life more than anything else. As soon as God says breakthrough, hell starts to panic. Why? Because they can see things you can't see yet. They know that becoming a billionaire will start a chain reaction that will keep going after you. It will end curses, leave a legacy, and pay for kingdom work for many years to come. This is the reason why distractions are so loud these days. Your phone rings and a bunch of alerts come in. All of a sudden, everyone needs you and is pulling you in a dozen different directions. This is not a mistake. It's an attack back. That's what the enemy is really afraid of. Even though he says things like this is just another motivational video, nothing changes for people like you. Do not believe this. Do not stand up. Don't take what is yours, please. He shakes at the thought of you, realizing how valuable you are. Let me remind you, chosen one. He doesn't fight empty vessels. People with oil fight him. You've been under attack because you were being chosen. That's why the fighting has been so bad. But God has already turned what the enemy meant to hurt into good. With every arrow that was meant to hurt you, you learned how to fight. Every storm that was meant, you made your lungs stronger. Every time you were turned down, you were preparing a table for your enemies. This is where his plan goes wrong. Because you will not only be rich when you make the billionaire shift, you will also be wise. You will not only walk with plenty, but also with power. Not only will you rise, but other people will too. Your bank account is not what scares darkness. It is your destiny to be a distributor, a steward, a chosen vessel that is given extra. I have been through those kinds of tests. I've felt the doubt, the whispers of failure, and the loneliness that come from people not being able to see what God has put inside you. However, I also know that each attack proved that I had something valuable on me. The tide changed the moment. I stopped running away from the fight and said, I am chosen. The army in heaven moved. Food poured in. There was a breakthrough. Now is your chance, chosen one. Raise your voice to be heard. Say more than the lies. Declare war right away. Say it until the air starts to bend. I'm rising because I am chosen. I am unstoppable. Use your voice as a weapon. Your faith will protect you. And your victory is that you obey. Don't get smaller. Do not think twice. The war is over, but the battle is still going on. You are about to start a life that is paid for, promoted by God, and filled with supernatural gifts. What the enemy fears most is about to become his worst nightmare. Someone who has been chosen, knows how valuable they are, accepts their role, and won't settle for less than what heaven wants. Dear chosen one, let me show you the enemy's best trick. It is not the arrows of unfair treatment. It's not the pain of being betrayed. It's not even the roar of opposition. His sharpest weapon is much less noisy. It's a wait, he says in a whisper. You have time. He makes you believe that tomorrow will be safer. That a different chance will come up again. You'll be safe in some way while you wait. But waiting is the silent thief of fate. It kills kings before they even get to sit on their thrones. You can't work as a builder until you get this done. It persuades those who are chosen to give up divine control for fake safety. I saw this happen. I've been with people who were promised great things by God but stopped right at the edge of making a difference. They promised themselves that they would do something when things got better or next year. Months went by, then years. Their inheritance was given to someone else. Not because heaven didn't want them, but because they were too afraid to move forward. And the guilt they felt afterward was worse than the pain they had been through. Chosen one. Regret is a worse prison than being poor. There is a lot more going on here than just money. You need to understand it has to do with changing bloodlines. You're not just looking out for yourself. You're also looking out for your kids, your family, and people who may never meet you. It's possible that your grandmother just made it. Even though your parents may have had a hard time, you are breaking the cycle. You will be the one to plant trees that people in the future will eat from for hundreds of years. What you do right now won't simply go away. It will never end. Dear chosen one, get rid of the thoughts that say, I'm not ready. And it's too late for me. Heaven says you are ready. Heaven says you arrived on time. Fate never comes late. It comes exactly at the time that was planned. Every tear you shed brought you knowledge. Every rejection helped you become smarter. Every delay made you more patient. You're not behind. You are going to be shown at the right time. I know a lot about hesitating. I know what it's like to bargain with God. Beg for more proof or ask for another sign, but following God's will is rarely easy before building the ark. Noah didn't wait for it to start to rain. Joseph didn't wait until he was free to figure out what Pharaoh's dream meant. David did not wait to fight Goliath until he had gear. Each one acted when following the rules seemed silly and having faith seemed crazy. And God praised their bravery. Their willingness to move caused countries to change. You have the same choice now, chosen one. This billionaire shift is your home, your palace, and your throne. The window will close if you give up and hesitate. The floodgates will open wide if you take a faith-based step forward. Your name is already written in the vault of heaven. It's not about whether heaven is ready or not. The question is whether you're ready. Please accept this as proof. It's now time. The gates are open. Angels are put in place. Resources are made available. Delay is no longer strong. Use your voice to say it. I'm not going to wait. I won't think twice. I am going to stand up. I have been picked. I can't be stopped. Now I'm going to step into my billionaire shift. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Chosen one. Take a moment to look up and see the battlefield clearly. There is a war going on right now over your future. The enemy wants you to be stuck in cycles of fear, doubt, and almost but not yet. But heaven has already said what the verdict is. You are the one who owns the inheritance. Your name is written on the vault. Now the only question is whether you will claim what has already been written. Understand why the fight for freedom has been so fierce this season. It's because you are now closer than ever. Before you even see it, the darkness can smell change. As soon as a door is about to open, more things come up to distract you. Calls. People pleading for your time and doubtful thoughts that are louder than the truth. I'm not making this up. It makes sense. Hell only gets scared when heaven moves. Hi, chosen one. I know what it's like to be pulled in a million different directions and feel worn out and stretched thin just before the blessing comes. I've been right on the edge of a promise with opposition so strong that I almost gave up. But let me tell you what I learned. The strength of the attack showed how important what was coming was. This means that the release is bigger when the resistance is bigger. You're not being fought because you're weak. People are fighting you because you are dangerous. It is harmful to poverty, fear, and being limited. You will change more than just your own life when you become a billionaire. You will give money to schools and ministries, give families more power, and change communities. People will whisper your name in homes you've never been to as an answer to their prayers. That's why the enemy is scared. He can see how your obedience has affected other people. Heaven has given you power, wisdom, and influence. Chosen one. Influence with the weight of God's authority. Knowledge that can fix issues that the government can't. Effects that last longer than your life. Here is the divine wealth transfer that God is letting go of. Yes, money will flow, but that's just the top layer. What you carry is the real treasure. And once you accept it, no evil force can take it away. But here's the risk. It's not just money that you could lose if you ignore this message and scroll past as if nothing truly important were at stake. You run the risk of giving up the power that heaven wants to give you. You could see someone else walk through the gates that were meant for you. Don't let other things take away your destiny. Now, chosen one, pause. Take deep breaths. Your spirit should tell you to act quickly. Heaven is getting close. There are angels moving. The weather is changing. Say it with your own voice. I am chosen. I'm ready. I will not wait. I will walk right into my inheritance in all its glory. Say it so loudly that the walls around you can hear it. Say it until you no longer feel scared or doubtful. Your voice is very important. The weapon is what you say. You've been chosen and now you can become a billionaire. Not tomorrow, not one day, right now. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit Community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says give and heaven will open over you on this platform. Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. Picked 1. Pay close attention. There is nothing normal about where you are right now. Today is not like any other day. This is a holy threshold, a prophetic hour when time stops and eternity starts to move in on you. Heaven has seen every hard time you went through, every tear you shed, and every lonely night you felt like was pointless. You're not behind schedule. We haven't forgotten about you. You are right where you need to be. You are standing at the threshold of a supernatural shift that will not only alter your life, but also affect your family for generations to come. Think about how much weight you've carried. That weight on your chest wasn't a punishment. It was proof of being pregnant. Many things have been on your shoulders: vision, destiny, and breakthrough. The worry you had wasn't failure. It was a change. You were not turned down when doors shut on you. They were a divine turnabout. Being alone wasn't the same as being abandoned. It was a dedication. The oil on your life was too valuable for the wrong voices to taint. So God set you apart. The veil is now coming off. It's getting warmer now. Things that seemed impossible before are starting to fall into place. People who had forgotten your name are now remembering it. Opportunities that you thought were out of reach are now leaning toward you. Even the people who made fun of you are set up to see your rise. This is not a mistake. It is a divine arrangement. Everything else on the board has to move to match what the king did. I know how painful silence can be. It's hard when you pray and don't hear anything back. You might even start to doubt whether God still sees you. But that silence taught me something. Heaven wasn't gone. It was setting up. The times when things were quiet were where fate was built. Behind the veil, everything was getting ready while you thought nothing was going on. Now, chosen one, heaven is opening the door. But listen up. This billionaire shift isn't a joke. It isn't about cheers. It's not a show-off thing. It's about being a good steward. Is it possible to have money and not let it control you? Can you have power without being proud? Are you able to deal with power without abusing it? This is what heaven asks everyone who is chosen. And if your heart says yes, heaven lets out what people can't hold. Don't back down now, chosen one. Don't let fear quiet the roar inside you. The enemy would love to keep you in survival mode where you barely make it. That being said, God is calling you into overflow, into plenty. Into rivers of provision that never run dry because you obey. You are rising not just for yourself, but for everyone else as well. People you haven't even met will feel free because you said yes today. So say it. Say it until the walls around. You can't hold it back. Say it over and over until your faith burns strong. I have been picked. I have what I need. I'm getting up now. Your voice is not noise in the background. It's a weapon. Every word we say brings the future into the present. Every word of faith makes angels come to life. Every shout of truth scares away darkness until it runs away. You've been chosen. And now you can become a billionaire. Raise your head. Put your feet down. Take bold steps. What's happening now will not only change your life, it will also leave a permanent mark on history. You have been chosen, and now we have reached the end of our journey. It was not for nothing that they were tested, pruned, went through hidden seasons, and had quiet nights. Today isn't just another day for you. This is the time that heaven set aside to write about you before you were born. The change you've been feeling is no longer coming. It's right here. The billionaire shift is no longer something you hope will happen. It's reality pressing into your space, waiting for you to say yes. Chosen one, the enemy only wants you to be careless about this. He will whisper, "This is too much. This is just hype. This is not for you." But what's really going on is that he's scared. He knows that everything he built against your family line will fall apart once you believe. Act and align yourself. Horrible curses are broken. Invisible chains break. Poverty starts to slip away. Fear can't be heard. And destiny grows inside you like a lion. I understand how it feels to have doubts. I know what it's like to look down at your empty hands and think, how could I ever carry something this heavy? But I also know how powerful it is to say yes when everything around you says no. I've seen locked doors open for me, but not for anyone else. Provision has come from places I didn't expect it to. I've seen God turn quiet times into beautiful music of His love. Right now, that same God is doing something for you. What logic can't explain, covenant will prove. As the chosen one, this billionaire shift has many layers. Money is like an outer layer. What's really valuable are influence, wisdom, and impact. The power to speak with the weight of heaven behind you. Leaders have been struggling with problems for years. But this wisdom can solve them. The kind of impact that changes communities, builds schools, and pays for hospitals. You will not only have money, you will make money. A living example of how your overflow affects everyone you touch. But this is where the urgency lies. You can't treat this like any other moment of inspiration. This is not background noise. This is a call from heaven. This is your scroll being opened, your assignment being spoken aloud. What you do with this determines how history remembers you. If you step in, generations will eat from the fruit of your obedience. If you shrink back, generations will feel the absence of what you withheld. Chosen one. Heaven is waiting for your declaration. Say it with authority. I have been picked. I'm ready. I'm getting up now. I will not wait. I will not shrink back. Speak it until your spirit believes it. Speak it until angels move on your behalf. Speak it until darkness trembles and flees. Your voice is very important. Your faith is the currency. Your obedience is the bridge between promise and fulfillment. And hear me, this is not just about you. This is about everyone connected to your assignment. Children yet unborn will thank you. Communities you have never visited will be transformed because of you. Entire bloodlines will shift because you dared to believe. That is why the battle was so fierce. That is why the enemy fought so hard. He saw what you were carrying and he was terrified of what would happen. If you ever realized it, chosen one, the clock has struck. The season has shifted. The billionaire shift is here. Step in boldly. Claim what is yours and never again apologize for the abundance heaven pours into your life. Now is your chance. This is your mantle. This is your history making our chosen one. As we close this divine encounter, know this. You are not leaving the same way you came. Heaven has spoken over your life and the shift has already begun. The struggle that tried to define you has no more authority. The chains that bound generations before you are breaking even now. You are standing in your Kairos moment, your divinely appointed time. Anointed one, lift your spirit with gratitude, for the treasury of heaven is already releasing in your favor. Not tomorrow, not someday. But now influence is awakening. Wisdom is being downloaded and impact is about to flow from your life in ways that will touch thousands. You have been hidden, refined, and prepared for this very hour. Walk in it with holy confidence. Chosen one, receive this declaration. You are rising into abundance without apology. Into authority without fear, into legacy without limitation. What you carry is bigger than you. And the world is waiting for the oil upon your life to overflow. Stay true to God. Stay aligned. Keep your heart soft, your spirit watchful, and your eyes lifted, for the manifestation is already in motion. If this word resonated with you, seal it in the comments with one word of faith. Share this with someone who needs hope so they too may awaken to their divine inheritance. And if your heart longs to journey deeper, subscribe and walk with this family of chosen ones who refuse to settle for less than God's best. You've been chosen and now you can become a billionaire. Rise, claim it, and never doubt again. You were made for this. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment up, place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.